Alright lads, you're very much to Geoguessr player back on the Rainbow 2 channel for none of Rainbow's challenges, but some challenges still with the lads and some duels after that. Let's get into things. Um, yeah, in case you can't tell, I am recording this now as a voiceover. I'll explain more later, but yesterday's challenge, Jeepers won, Boomer second, Haddon third, and apparently I came fourth, but I don't think so. And I mean, if I check the leaderboard here, um, and yeah, I do seem to be fifth, but maybe that guy that's in fourth actually came afterwards. Who knows? Sunday fast fire, 20 seconds, no move. It's gonna be a fun one. I'm just gonna commentate my thoughts, and then I'll explain when I have a chance. See, I knew where Antofagasta was immediately. But I didn't know where these B70 highways were, like the B7s. And that was kind of my problem. I could have easily found it if I just checked the compass. We were heading north to Antofagasta, so at last second I was able to make the right switch, and I got kind of close. I mean, I could have got closer with a bit more time, but you know, I will take just kind of getting that 15Ks. That works. Yeah, next round here, blue car. I saw the holy poles, and I was like, okay, well, this is Romania or Hungary. I always think of that area as the best guess for holy poles because it's where Romania has them most commonly. I think Hungary has them throughout. But I was thinking that area that I circled was where it would most likely be if it wasn't where I guessed. And yeah, lo and behold, it was going to be in that sort of more dry looking area because that's how it looked on the game. Yeah, this one's standard Ghana black tape. I was just trying to guess based off the dryness on the map, because the more sort of yellow spots you have like closer together, the more dry a place looks. I think in real or in coverage. I mean, crazy region guess from Logoff. My initial thoughts here was New Zealand. I have to say, it's a bad thought, but I remember my initial thought was New Zealand. I was looking at the signs, and then I remembered there was one. We had a Belfast round. I think it was the other day. With oh yeah, it was like a pinpointable world with the white signs. And I remember not going Belfast. I don't know, I was a bit miffed. And then last second, I wanted to switch to Bristol. But yeah, obviously I didn't make that switch, and that cost me 1,000 points basically. um, Obviously I wouldn't have gone for the small little place, but I did want to switch to Bristol. I was saying, yeah, here I was like, I think all of these guys could get one of the islands, but yeah, I don't know what could really give me the comeback that I need here. I think I've kind of what do they say? Like tossed it, I guess. I saw the German there and the Alps sort of. I'd sort of show you what angle they're gonna be on the map. Yeah, that line that I drew is the angle I was looking for. Last second I was like, wait, this is actually more Swiss, isn't it? And look at that. I would have actually got way closer had I clicked on that place second time around. I only really moved it because it was a bit more of a hedge, but oh, that would have put me in the top three. That's a bit annoying. Anyway, yeah, time for the jewels. I think what I'll do with these jewels, because I don't want to spend the same amount of time commentating as I did actually playing them, I will just skip through this. But yeah, the reason why I'm doing this voiceover is just because the OBS didn't actually link up to my microphone today, and so I realized after recording, no, it's not picking up my mic, and then yeah, that was a bit unlucky. Yeah, this round I was just thinking it could be Kaliningrad. Could have been bad, but you know, it is what it is. Okay. Another Russia, and I actually got the right pocket here. I was thinking, just sort of how it looks, kind of dryness wise. It kind of reminded me of some of those beachy areas in like South Africa, and I feel like that's sort of the pattern of like yellow that it'd have on the map to match up. Easy Nigeria around. I mean, there's not much to be said for this one. I was trying to line up some of the mountains I saw in the back. Kazakhstan, simple one. You know, uh, pretty chill. And yeah, I mean, I was just going again. I was just trying to find where it matched like dryness wise. This one was actually pretty good, I think. I saw the black car long antenna with palm trees and sort of it was kind of dry, bit older coverage, and I was like, I think this is Israel. And yeah, lo and behold, it was. I mean, the good thing is I'm not just like saying this. You guys can see for yourself that I did know this stuff. Some of these good guesses today. Um, yeah. So closes out the first duel with a win. Let's go. Especially considering our horrible win rate in these duels so far. But yeah, 768 rating. We go into our next one against this guy from China, who I thought was going to be a bit of a problem. But if we won against him, hey, we'd get a whole bunch of rating. This was a toss-up between Romania and Sweden because I couldn't see much of the language. It was mainly that house that I just zoomed in on. That was basically my only pointer as to where we could be, because the outer lines I feel like were the same. And then, yeah, okay. We guessed a bit too far north, but Mercator projection, that's what I said, Mercator projection kind of saved us there. This one, it was a tough one between Arge and Brazil. I mean, the coverage looked more Arge, especially kind of how dry it was, but the blue car always makes me want to send Brazil, so I kind of went right in the middle. Worked out for me, but this guy got the actual province, so that was, yeah, kind of scaring me. This one, yeah, I don't know about this one. It was a good damage dealer for me because I thought this was Baja California. It was the only thing I could think of with blue car. I thought sun was in the south, which it was. But yeah, this was a tough round. There's nothing much to go off of, but it was in Durango instead. Um, this round said Amman on the sign, so we just did that really fast. And yeah, I was thinking, is this Senegal or is it Kenya? And obviously we did have the poles that are not Senegal poles. The Senegal poles you can also find in France, I'm pretty sure. So that was a pretty easy Kenya, and I was thinking Kisumu, but yeah, that I was like, wait, no, that's way too close to the lake. That sometimes the name pops to mind. This felt similar to New Zealand. I thought, oh yeah, yeah, close. Could be Tas because Tas does look quite similar to New Zealand, but I wanted to go for a more mainland-leaning hedge, so it was quite near Mount Gambier. That's what I said. I said, no, Zigzag says that in his videos, so that's the only reason I know that name. This one fucked me though. Uh, this was a blunder. I did not know what language we were looking at. And yeah, looking back at it, this was bad. I thought Chile, I was like Chile? Yeah, this was a bad one. That was a bad one. I mean, I could just skip past it, but I gotta keep it real, keep it as it was. Anyway, this one said .be easy first round. Obviously he gets it as well, but he got way closer. I don't know why. Easy Korea, even just without the signs or the meta. I mean, it just looks like Korea. I was thinking it was that forest up northeast because it was kind of feeling hilly, like it gets close to North Korea. But apparently, just going for the name worked a bit better there. US, I was reminded of, like those forests in New York, and I was like even thinking a bit of Maine. Um, but yeah, I went a bit more southwest. He goes in Canada, but still gets closer. It was actually close to the main forest that I was thinking of, so yeah, I'll take that. I didn't even say that I was thinking that out loud though, because I thought it would be a dumb guess. This is an easy South Africa blue car, southern hemisphere speaking Dutch, but I didn't know exactly where. I was just looking at the flat hills. So right near George, and I swear it was different. I swear the name has just changed. Um, this is a Spain, the blue chevrons, the bollards. Surprised I got the meta. But yeah, this was a pretty good one, I think. Yeah, we went just basically right center and it worked out well for us. So this one, I saw the blue plates on the taxi. Actually, that probably could have been a good pointer that it was not Senegal. I know Senegal, especially in St. Louis, the cars seem to have blue plates. So that was kind of pointing me to Senegal. I mean, I probably also could have looked at the polls and known that that was not Senegal. Especially as well since they were speaking English. The only thing that was going off for Senegal was the blue plates instead of the terrain. And yeah, he goes Kenya, which is honestly, in my opinion, a worse guess. But Yeah, Botswana. I did not know that meta until now. This one, I saw the truck and that sort of stuff. I was like, okay, well, it's a cars, but I don't know where. I can't line this big thing up. So I just looked at sort of how dry it was looking. It kind of felt similar to the earlier round where I got the right pocket, so once again I went same spot. It was actually more east this time though. And then this was I think this was the Senegal, right? Yeah, we were speaking French and right car and it was red soil. Which yeah, closed out that final round, got us the dub, and yeah, thanks for watching. We'll catch you guys on the next one tomorrow. That is a 10-minute shortened video. Um, yeah, that was so annoying though, because it was only 18 minutes long. We would have had such a good recording. It was such a fast episode. I said everything right. It was, yeah, it would have been great, but it is what it is. Yeah, I was considering what to do with the failed recording, but this is it.